beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna try to fix and damage my hair at the same time. I know it sounds weird, but I'm pretty sure I just want a split dye. I have this little money piece and she's lovely, but you know, I have issues with it. I think I just want to go split dye because this always seems a mix of brown and black and less blonde. I think let's just go for it and do half of my head blonde. Last time I had split dye, I did not like it because the hair kept getting on the wrong side and stuff. But I'm going to do my best to be careful with it and all that. But when I say, that's the damaging part, obviously, getting all this out and going blonde, not yellow, is going to be a process in itself. I don't know if we'll get there or not. That's going to be the damaging part. However, one of you guys, I'm not going to name you because I think it's weird, sent me a couple packets of Malibu crystal gel. I watched some videos online of how to use it and it's going to help get rid of buildup. And also I found out if you have hard water, it can make your hair more yellow. And I think that's the issue that I'm having because my water is extremely hard. Here in Florida in general it is, but in Duval County it is like hard metal water. Like I can't use our sink water to fill my fish tank up because it'll kill all my fish. It's so metallic. And I'm thinking maybe that contributes to my yellow. So we're going to use the Malibu crystal gel in some warm water and try to get all the buildup out of my hair. Is it going to work? I don't know, but it can remove buildup. It's probably going to make my hair color fade, which is fine because we're going to touch up the black, get rid of the black on this side, everything. I hope this ends well. Really do. Really hope this ends well. So that's what we're going to do. Also, maybe removing the buildup will help my hair not be so greasy all the time. And also, there's a whole bunch of like alsos in this intro. Here's a product to avoid at Ulta. This Kish conditioner bar with rice water protein. I have extremely thin, droopy hair. And I thought this, everyone says the rice water stuff is supposed to make your hair all like more full and fluffy and vibrant and shiny. I didn't really need the shine, but I wanted the fullness, and this was a mess. And even, they say you can leave it in or whatever. I decided I was going to apply it for a couple minutes and rinse it because that was also an option. I could not get this out of my hair. It was a mess. I took like 3 showers and all kinds of shampoos to get this stuff out of my hair because it made my hair feel heavy and oily and like, bleh. Like, so avoid that product at all costs. Especially if you already have thick hair, it's going to make you feel nasty. I could not stand it. So avoid that product. There's my product review for the day. And let's get started using this Malibu before my water gets cold. Now this is apparently very soft on your hands and stuff, so you don't have to wear gloves when applying this. No one did in the videos that I saw. I stirred it up to try to dissolve as much of the crystal gel beads as possible. And let's see what happens. Okay, I'm going to put a little in my hand. Should I dampen my hair first, do you think? Let's dampen my hair a little bit. Alright, I didn't soak it, I just got it a little bit damp. Some of it's kind of dry still, but the instructions didn't say your hair had to be wet, but I just saw a bunch of people doing it in the sink because it's a liquid. We'll see how much of a mess I make in this bathroom. But I'm just going to work it into my hands like the professional hairstylist did. I'm not a professional today, but I'm going to put it in my blonde piece too because any buildup in there of like, again, heavy metals and stuff, I don't want that in my hair. Just gonna take it all. And then maybe it'll fade my black, which is good. Okay, I'm not gonna talk anymore. I'm kind of like gonna just dump my head in. I'll check back in with you. Just gonna run it through my hair. Alright, so I don't have like one of those dryers you sit under for 10 to 45 minutes. So I applied heat with a hairdryer for several minutes. My hair is very warm. I'm going to go to my office now where it's like 82 degrees in there. And then also the heat from my scalp. I'm going to let it sit for a while. This is supposed to prep me for chemical processes and stuff. This is the best thing to do before you get your hair dyed apparently. So we're going to see if it helps. Don't know, but removing buildup sounds great. Alright, it's been 30 minutes. Let's reveal. It doesn't really look that different. I think this looks more brown towards my roots. For sure, this looks more brown. My natural roots are blonde, so it's very wet. And I'm going to rinse this out, shampoo it, of course, too, so that I can get the product out. But Then we're going to do the color oops to remove the black. And, you know, then we'll see from there. Maybe I'll have to do another color remover, or maybe I'll use bleach. I don't know, but let's rinse this out. Alright, so I rinsed everything out, right? I don't like the way my hair feels. It feels weird. I did not use conditioner because the instructions did not say to, but they said to shampoo it out afterwards, and I did. And it took a lot of shampooing to get it all out. Like, I feel like it was still in there, so I shampooed a lot. Now I feel like my hair's a little dry, so this probably is not the best idea, but this is what it says to do before you do a chemical treatment, so I'm going to listen to the professional product today, you guys. Okay, so I already parted my hair in the back of which part's going to be black. This part is already blonde, so I do not need to color oops it, so I pinned it over here, which is why I look weird. But I think I did a really good job parting it in the back. All my hair down right now needs to be color oops. I left this out because some of it does have that brown, like, old box dye in the ends of it. I'm not gonna, like, try to soak that. But yeah, and then also look at my roots so you can see the color difference. It definitely made them more brown. It didn't remove all the dye, no, but it's not a color remover. It's just supposed to get the excess product out. So yeah, now if you've never used color oops before, it smells like rotten eggs. So don't do this if you're about to have company over to your house because you're gonna regret it. I've already shaken it up and mixed the two pieces together, and now I'm just gonna apply. I'm gonna try to, like, make sure I take every small section and run it through. I'm gonna put it all through, and then I'm gonna run it through individual pieces. Yeah. And I brought a mirror in here so that I could do the back of my head properly. This is the regular. There is an extra conditioning one. But the reviews on that are not as good, so I'm just going to go with the regular color oops today. Making sure to go underneath the hair, not just the top layer, because I need all of the black gone. And again, we may have to do another color remover after this. We will see. I'm going to try to make this a one-part video and do it all in this one video. I'm just not sure how long it's going to take to get the results that I want. Or if I can get the results that I want, because truly, who knows anymore? Oh, also just a PSA. Besides the PSA I gave you about the rice water treatments, if you get a lot of mail, right, go to the post office website, or at least in the US. Go to the USPS.com and sign up for that informed delivery. It'll send you an email every morning telling you what's coming in your mail that day. And it has been very useful, just so I know what's coming that day. It doesn't always show all the packages that you get. Sometimes it shows incoming packages on there, but usually shows you your letters. I have had so many issues since moving into this house with mail. This morning I had a package that had products for an upcoming sponsorship in them that I've been waiting for over a month. And then I opened the mailbox and the package is sliced open. It got delivered at 8 something in the morning. I got outside at 9 to open it up because it said it was delivered and it was sliced open. I know, because there's cameras on my house, that no one else did that. And then previously, I had signed up for a Best Buy credit card when we were fridge shopping. And I was getting whether the rejection or the card in the mail one day. I saw it on my informed delivery. And whoosh. I see the mail get delivered. I walk outside and that's not in my mail. And it never showed up because maybe there was a card in it. I found out later I got declined, but it still was like credit card information that got stolen from my mail. And then also, when we bought this house, our realtor didn't go to the signing with us because I guess they had better things to do. And they said they were going to send us a gift for working with them. And about a month after we bought the house, we got a letter from them which had a Starbucks gift card in it. However, through the envelope, you could see it had already been scratched off. So we couldn't use that gift card because through the back of the envelope, someone had scratched off to see what it was, and it scratched off our numbers off of our gift card, so we couldn't use our gift card. Who even knows how much was on it? Never got a chance to use it. So, mail is sketchy in these parts, and I'm just giving you this information so that if you don't have that informed delivery, you can go ahead and do that. It's not going to stop you from people stealing your mail. However, if there was something that's supposed to show up to you and it didn't, you'll at least know if it got to your local post office or not. I hate the mail system so much. Because now I can't have this Halloween sponsorship, and that cost me money. You can file a thing with the post office, but what are they gonna do about it? Magically find half of my package? Doubt it. Also, it's been a little bit. I haven't talked about like what movies we've seen recently. I gave you like my minute review of Terrifier. Gore, good. Storyline, non-existent. What was that storyline? But I love the original Terrifier so much. It does not affect my love for Art the Clown. Watched the new Hellraiser last night. Late to the game with it, but we've been watching other things. Or haven't had enough time to like sit down and actually like pay attention to something. The new Hellraiser, okay, so I liked the Cenobites. I liked Pinhead's look and everything. I have no issues with it being a girl. Pinhead has been a very androgynous, somehow sexy kind of character. All the Cenobites always have like a really cool fashion and style in the originals. And it's always been a very gory film franchise. That's basically what you're there for. You're not there for the storyline as much. However, my issue with the new Hellraiser is the same issue I have with the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre that came out on Netflix a couple months ago. I have to like the protagonist. And I don't. I mean, I didn't like the one really in Terrifier 2 either, but art was really profound in that movie, so it didn't matter as much. But the same reason I didn't like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the same reason I didn't like this Hellraiser very much. And it's because I gotta like the person that's the protagonist I'm supposed to be rooting for. If I don't, it's not really the same kind of concept of a movie that everyone is used to, you know? Like, oh, the main story, the main character in the new Hellraiser is a mess. She's getting, it's not really spoilers, it's not really gonna matter if you watch it or you haven't watched it yet. She's getting slut-shamed for sleeping with some rando, then they call her broke out of nowhere, and then she's kicked out, and it's just like a whole mess. Which, I'm not saying she's a mess for financial troubles, I'm just saying she doesn't have like a very likable personality to her, and I'm supposed to follow her out through the entire movie and root for her? I don't. And then her actions lead to many people dying. Like, I'm not gonna root for her. So, I don't know, like, I don't get it. She was very cute though. Her eyes were amazing, but I gotta like the protagonist. And I just don't these days. To a lot of movies. Like, and then the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it was all hippy-dippy cults. She was in a cult. Do you want me to vote for the cultist? No! No, I'm not going to. So, yeah, there's that. I have not watched Halloween Ends yet. I know people are going to ask. I don't care for the Halloween franchise. Say what you want. I love Halloween. The time of year and the holiday and the aesthetics. The Halloween movie franchise isn't that good, y'all. Ooh, are you in it because you like Laurie? Are you in it because you like Michael Myers? First of all, he's not hot. Sorry, he's not. And I just, like the last one, I watched the previous one, not the Ends one, but the one that came out last year, right? And they kept beating him with a baseball bat, and they killed some random guy they thought was him in a hospital, and I'm just like, you set this guy on fire in the previous movie, now you think you're gonna kill him with a baseball bat? Like, this is your idea of fixing the problem? You're not gonna win, and I just cannot get behind all of it. So, I'll probably watch Halloween Ends, just because it is the end of a franchise, allegedly. Even though we all know they never let franchises die. So, I lost some hair. That's a clump of my hair. I don't like the Halloween franchise. I know it's going to sound like I'm being very, very particular and picky about horror, and I'm really not. I'm not one of those, like, I need elevated horror people. I'm not. I don't care. I love a good chase, and, you know, that's what I love about Terrifier, the original one. It's just a Halloween night, and it's a chase. Or, like, Trick or Treat. It's kind of an anthology little mini-series that connect into one Halloween night. Love that. Love Pet Sematary. I need to like the protagonist. And if you haven't been able to kill someone for, like, 50 years, you think swinging on him with a baseball bat is gonna kill him? You set him on fire. All I'm saying. So, also, we've started watching The Watcher. We're like 4 or 5 episodes in. Jennifer Coolidge is such an icon. Love her. Love her. However, if you know anything about the real Watcher situation, story, and everything, it's so diverted from that it does make me feel like they did it themselves. But, yeah, okay. So, I'm going to leave this in for 20 like they said. It's already turning orangey red, and we're going to see what happens. I put this side in a cap just so it would really get the heat in too. Ooh, also side note, a little bit of drama in the horror space. Jamie Lee Curtis, icon, we love her, we love Freaky Friday. Okay, her in the Halloween series, she's been doing it for a long time, mad props to her for playing that character for over 40 years, right? Don't have an issue with her. However, her parents were both also celebrities, so she's not exactly self-made, which I don't think really matters in the context of what I'm about to tell you. Her mother is Janet Leigh, who was in the original Psycho, you know, in the shower scene, the ding, ding, ding kind of deal. Icon. Her father is Tony Curtis, however. You may have seen him in movies like Some Like It Hot, starring Marilyn Monroe and Jack Lemmon, which I don't think that movie would fly nowadays because it's men hiding out as fugitives dressed as women in a band. I don't think that movie would fly nowadays. However, he was very famous for it, and it's a very funny movie anyways. Tony Curtis, however, was a piece of shit, bro. He said kissing Marilyn Monroe was like kissing Hitler. He was a terrible fucking person. That is a horrible thing to say to someone just to get them to break down crying on set. Like, he was so rude to her, very misogynistic, and we don't like him. So, screw Tony Curtis, y'all. 20 minutes of processing and my hair is red. It's not black though. Honestly, I think I could rock the half copper, half blonde like kind of look. I love that. I've always wanted to do the Jerry Halliwell hair. Like, it's like my dream in my life. I just don't know if I can pull it off. So this is fine. We're gonna rinse this out now and probably try another color remover. I don't really know if I want to bleach it like this. To the girls that can pull this hair color off, you're stunning and I love you. Because look, when I see girls with this hair color, I automatically have a crush on him because it is just like, it's so beautiful. For me, when I have this kind of dirty red, orangey, brown kind of color, it makes me feel washed out. Like if I just hit this blonde, it makes me feel a little washed out because my skin is so cool toned. I either have to go for the bright orange to overcome that, or, you know, black. It's so cute. So what I'm gonna do now is I don't want to bleach this a lot to lift. I'm gonna use this color remover from L'Oreal. All I had was 20 volume developer. I towel dried my hair. You're supposed to apply it to dry hair. However, my hair it's already really thin and it's already half dried. I towel dried it. So I figured it would be okay. Now it says you can leave this for light for of permanent dark spots and excessive unwanted tones, 5 to 20 minutes. For dark shades of permanent color, 50 minutes to an hour, everything in between, right? I don't want to leave this on that long. It's only 20 volume developer though, so I probably could, but I'm not trying to ruin my hair today. I mean, I'm going to probably when I bleach this. But let's just apply this color remover and see if it'll help lift it anymore. Right now I have black hair, blonde hair, and reddish hair. I'm going to apply it to the top layer and then I'll go... I'm making a mess on my floor. Oh my god, it's dripping everywhere. I'm going to go through the top layer of my hair and then I'll pick up each section and make sure it's ran through because I really need this to be coated. Like, I need my hair perfectly coated for this. Like, I need all of this hair to be saturated with this stuff so that I can get as much dark color out as possible. You know, I never talked about it in the video, but about a year ago I did end up giving myself chemical burns through hair color remover and dyes and stuff. And that messed the back of my scalp up. It was always scabby and gross and painful for like months. And you know what? I just kept on trucking through it. That's not normal behavior, but I was not willing to compromise on stopping to dye my hair. The chemical burns were from that, I think it's Punky Colors Color Off. It was just supposed to be a color remover. Ended up having bleach in it. And it really messed up my scalp. I thought my scalp was just raw at first, and then it was like always scabby and gross. Like, my hair was always clumped to like a new fresh scab back there. It was not ideal at all. I just kept on trucking and eventually it went away. So yeah, there's that. And also my hair afterwards felt like so dry and chunky and frizzy because that color remover just did me dirty. This one foams up really nicely though. This L'Oreal one at Sally's. They tell you have to be a professional to get it, even though they'll let me buy it there all the time. Or you can order through Amazon for like $8. It's $5 at Sally's though. So if you're trying to save a couple dollars on a really good hair color remover, I would suggest the Sally's way. Some people will just sell it to you, no problem. Some people tell you need to be a professional. Or you can just buy it on Amazon. I'll leave a link down below for you. It's a really good color remover. Like, you can already tell my hair is not nearly as red. I know there's stuff in it making it look lighter, but like, it's not as red. Color Oops does a lot. It takes a lot of the permanent dye out, but staining and stuff, I feel like this takes more out. It's not gonna leave me like crystal blonde like this part of my hair or anything, but it'll give me a good base where I feel like I'd be comfortable letting my hair rest and then bleaching over it. Alright, this is in my hair. I'm gonna leave it for 20. 5 to 20 is what they say for light staining and discoloration and stuff. So I don't want to leave it longer than that. It already hurts. So we'll see what happens here. I might lose all my hair. Oh, also if you leave me a comment like, oh, just go to a professional. Oh, your hair is going to fall. You're going to be bald soon. I'm just going to block you, okay? I don't need that negativity. It's my hair. It does not hurt anybody if I mess it up. Alright, I'm back. It's been several hours. I was going to make this a part 2 because I figured this was not going to happen for me. But instead I placed a 2-hour delivery order from Sally's. It's probably been about 3 hours since you last saw me. I put a bunch of K18, leave-in conditioner, a little bit of Olaplex, and just some Briolage Strength Recovery Strengthening Repairing Spray for damaged hair in it to let it just kind of soak in for a little bit. My scalp doesn't feel bad. It just got really hot from that last thing because it's been through a lot today. Obviously, I've had some of the color removed on my black side as well from our treatment today. So we're going to do my black touch-up. I'm going to tie it up, and then we're going to bleach this part. Trying to avoid my already really blonde hair. And then I think I'm going to give myself a little bit of a trim. Now, here's where I need your help. I saw a video. Okay, extensions and stuff. The halo works okay for me, the halo thing with the rubber band, because you can't really see like the clips and where it stops and everything. It's a little obvious sometimes because my top layers are thin. I saw a video on TikTok of a girl. This is going to be a little bit more tricky with the split dye, but she got a cheap synthetic lace front or synthetic wig, and she cut a U shape. She cut this scalp part out of the hair. She put her hair like, pinned it up like this. Put the wig down, laid it down, and then put this over it, and it looked beautiful. All the rest of her like long hair was tied up, so you only saw the hanging hair of the fake wig. And I was like, oh my god, I love that. I want that. Do you think it would work? I have a hard time on the Amazon listings for synthetic wigs finding which side. Like, I need to make sure that the side of the front of the hair is this side's black, this side's blonde. It's hard to tell because some of the pictures you clearly know is not that wig on like the models and stuff. Because I just know they're from someone's Instagram, they like them, they attach them to there, because I've had that happen to me before. And it's kind of hard to tell which side is the blonde side, which side's the black side. That's the issue I'm having. But do you think if I found the right side, like which side is the right side for me, do you think it would work if I just put like a little bit of this front piece down to show my real scalp, and then all this would be fake hair and all the hair hanging down would be fake? Because I'm starting to think that sounds amazing, and I could do that every day and no one would know. You don't need to see the back of my scalp back here. As long as this part looks natural and is natural, who's gonna clock me? So, that's what I've been thinking about for the last couple hours, waiting for the Sally's order. I just needed more developers, so I ordered a little bit of 30 volume developer. And then also, because I don't see this going very well, I got some of this Color Charm Wella paint in the color Chrome. The purple shampoos and the purple base dyes and the blue color conditioners have done me dirty instead of that gray leave-in stuff we've done before. So I was thinking if I just mix this in with a lot of conditioner, maybe it would like make everything look gray. This wouldn't be blonde anymore, but it is semi-permanent, so it will fade over time. Maybe I'll just keep everything cool because this is very red at the moment. Okay, so I have gloves on. I'm going to shake up my Feria Black. This is Sapphire Black, just what I had on hand. It's not a full bottle, but it's also only half of my hair. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I will tie it up, change gloves, and we'll start working on this. I want this side really black, so I need this to stay for the longest time. But cutting a U into a wig sounds like a great option for me. Because my hair is always going to be thin. Clip-ins, you'll see where I clip them in at. Tape-ins, I feel like sometimes it just pulls. Like it's not comfortable to sleep with tape-ins in. I do like the convenience that you don't take them out though. I like that. Then they start slipping, and I don't have much hair as it is, so they don't really hold as well as I feel like they would for other people. But if I just did a wig that just like, I just left my scalp exposed to match a little bit of my real hair, I really like that idea. Here's where we're at. I got all the hair bleached. Roots looking so good. The roots need no improvements. The roots are perfect. They look amazing. Like all the roots look so freaking good. It's just this stained hair. It's not really doing anything. Now I took out this chrome. I even matched the tube, matched the name of the shade, and I put in a pump of white clear conditioner. I know, it turned green. And I did a strand test, and it didn't really do anything because my hair is really dark. I don't know why this turned green. So now I just wasted an entire tube of $10 of this chrome paint because it doesn't do anything on this dark color of hair. It didn't even tone it. And it turned green. Why is it green? I don't know. So here's where I'm at. I went upstairs. I found some Olaplex, a little bit more of developer. I have two options. The Cream Toner Snow Cap and Pale Platinum Wella Toner. I feel like bleach would get this, like if I had left it a little longer, this would be the right lightness to tone it. Like it doesn't have to, it does not need to be this. Okay, I'm not trying to get there. I just need it lighter and I can tone it. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna go Google the results for both of these shades, do a little bit of research on which one I should do, and we'll be back. Okay, so I have decided, executive decision, leave my hair alone for today. So this will be a 2-part video. I don't know when part 2 will be. I think I should give my hair a little bit of rest. Whenever I leave the house, I'll just wear a wig and a beanie, because who's gonna know? Or I guess it doesn't really matter technically. So this is still yellow. Here's the back of my hair. You can let me know if it looks good or not. I feel like I did a pretty good job of separating it. Somehow, the end of my hair right here has a little freckle of black dye in it. I don't know how that is. So I think when we do a part 2, I will get this. Obviously, it's not going to be white like this. I will get this not orange, because right now it's orange. And we'll do a little bit of a chippy chop. Now, if you guys like the idea of like the U cut out of the wig, I just put like this much hair up and all the rest in the back of my hair is also just gonna be the wig. If you guys think that'll work, let me know. If you think it won't, let me know. Because the more I think it's gonna work, I guess I could just experiment with a wig I don't like. See if it does it. But if it does do it, then I don't have to stress about my hair being perfect every time. I just need the front parts of my hair to be nice. And those usually are. Like, that sounds like a good permanent solution I could do every day. Alright, it's the next day and I'm editing this video, so I thought I would stop in and give you 2 options to pick from for what we do with my hair first. This is what it looks like. I let it just like rest overnight. It's still very healthy, but of course my ends are always going to be a little fried. So here are the 2 options. Option number 1, I tone this and just hope it doesn't be as yellow. Okay, that's option number 1, which is doable. Option number 2 is I dye all my hair black. It's kind of what I'm leaning towards, just dye it all black. I was gonna keep a little piece of this blonde, but if I dye it all black, I want to get one of those U-part wigs in a solid black color off Amazon. You can get one for human hair, $70, and I can chop a bunch of this off and just rock full-length black hair, just wear a wig when I leave the house. But that'll give my hair some time to rest. It can all be black and just heal, and then no one's gonna know that I'm wearing a wig, but it look like I have nice long hair. Or I could just rock my real hair, maybe chop off a little bit of the dead ends and tone this. Those are my 2 options. I think I'm leaning towards dyeing it all black, but I'll miss the blonde. But my hair can heal and stuff, and it's gonna be winter outside anyway, so I feel like all black hair is okay. Let me know what you think down below. I will make the decision when you're seeing this video. So I will wait to see your comments and then I'll decide.